Hey, Canucks fans, it is Canucks game day. The Canucks host the Nashville Predators. I'm Canuck Clay. This is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Monday, March the 6th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Thanks to everyone who joined me last night for the 10 Clay celebration. A lot of fun. Gave away a couple pairs of tickets. Had some great memories and a special surprise video by all my Game Over family, all the hosts from all 7 cities, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal. They all came together, gave me a nice tribute video, an 8-minute tribute video. It's kind of like, when a popular player gets traded and then comes back and plays in Vancouver at Rogers Arena, or they hit a certain milestone and they do that video tribute. So that was pretty cool. Anyways, I want to say thank you to all of the SDPN contributors for contributing to that video put together by Robert and with a little help from Kaya as well. So I really appreciate it. And if you really want to watch the video, check it out. It's part of my live stream last night. You can watch the replay, and I think I played around 20 minutes in. It's certainly worth it, and I was very grateful for all of them. Tonight, speaking of live streams, it's Parker, it's me. We're going to go half an hour later because of the Canucks game, and I'm actually going to the game tonight, so Parker may have to start without me. But 10:30 tonight, Canucks After Dark, breaking down tonight's game, as well as looking back at the trade deadline. Uneventful on the actual Friday, but certainly busy for the Canucks leading up to the actual trade deadline on Friday. So please join us tonight at 10:30 p.m. for Canucks After Dark. We'll be dissecting a game that I'm kind of fascinated actually to be there, because I was there last week on Thursday night when they lost to the Wild, and just watching how good Kaprizov was. Then I'm busy bowling with the kids all weekend, as you guys know. They bowled on Saturday, I bowled on Sunday with the two boys. So I didn't watch any of the Vancouver-Toronto Maple Leafs game live. I had to watch it on PVR. And what a great game. Crowd and big saves, amazing shorthanded goals. So, and the Canucks look like a very, very complete team from the highlights that I saw and from the parts of the game that I did watch. And I'm reading all these stats like Rick Tocchet, in the 16 games that he's been coaching, the Canucks are analytically doing way better in almost all categories than how they were going under Bruce Boudreau. As much as we love Bruce, we have seen that the Canucks have played a lot better, and certain players have played a lot better under Rick Tocchet. Yet it's in the face of all these injuries that have come up in the last little bit, or trades. Yet we want to see Kuzmenko and Beauvillier and Kratsov and all these new players step up as well. So it's quite a fascinating time to be a Canucks fan, actually. And after I break down what the lineup's going to look like, we just want to know what you expect and what you expect and what you want to happen for the final 20 games of the season. But let's talk about the lineup first. So up front, we're likely going to see the top line of Pettersson. This is how they practice at least today. Pettersson, Beauvillier, and Kuzmenko as your top line. Then your second line is JT Miller with Brock Besser and Phil DiGiuseppe. We know how much Rick Tocchet just loves Phil DiGiuseppe. So PDG on the second line with Besser and JT. Third line then has Neil Zaman with Dakota Joshua. Those two are always together, 81 and 88. And then Connor Garland. So two rather bigger players, taller players with the diminutive, I never use that word, Connor Garland on the third line. Then your fourth line, I like this line, as Sheldon Dries between the two Russians, Kratsov and Podkolzin. So again, Pettersson, Beauvillier, Kuzmenko, Miller, PDG, Besser, Garland with Aman and Joshua, and then Sheldon Dries centering Podkolzin and Kratsov. Not bad, but not great. We know we're missing a lot of really important players up there due to injury, most notably Ilya Mikheyev and Tanner Pearson, and those are two guys that would usually break into the top 6, at least be fighting for top 6 spots. Curtis Lazar, of course, traded out to the Devils. Then on defense, it's not pretty. I'm warning you, it's not pretty. They got the job done on Saturday night against Toronto somehow, but listen to this lineup. Tell me if you like this lineup. Quinn Hughes with Noah Juleson. Tyler Myers with Guillaume Brisebois, and Christian Wolanin, Christian Wolanin with Kyle Burrows. So again, Hughes with Juleson, Brisebois with Myers, and Wolanin with Burrows. I like Burrows. I'm okay with Juleson. I'm fine with Brisebois. But those are three guys that probably shouldn't be in your top six. Hughes, of course, number one D-man. Myers, whether it's the second pair or third pairing, sometimes in our top pair. And I'd say that Christian Wolanin with his awesome start in Utica. I can't believe I did that. It is March the 6th, and I called it Utica, with his awesome start in Abbotsford. And then I think he's played quite well. And remember, he had a really good preseason, too. I think he's played quite well for the Canucks. So I'm fine with Wolanin. So whether he becomes a number 6 or number 7 D-man, I hope that he can stay. So that's what the defense looks like. Not great. And then in net, it's Arturs Silovs. Demko has he's played in 3 straight starts, 3 straight games since he's come back. But Rick Tocchet said today he's just coming back from injury. You don't need to run him into the ground already. You don't have to go make Demko play 5 or 6 straight. So it's, you might say, well, what's wrong with Colin Delia? Delia is out with a non-COVID illness, so they had to call up Silovs on an emergency basis. I'm not sure how emergency recalls work, but he's up here. So it's Silovs starting tonight, continuing on. I think he went 2-2 when he was with Vancouver a few weeks ago. And then it will be Thatcher Demko backing him up, with Colin Delia being an unhealthy scratch, so to speak. So all to say, you throw all that in, the Canucks won 4-1 against Toronto. I'm going to go 4-2. I'm going to go with the Old Faithful. I think the Canucks will win 4-2 against the Nashville Predators. And I'm going to say that Bovenlander scores the first goal for the good guys. Finally, what do you want to happen? What do you think is going to happen over the next 20 games? I said that the Canucks will get 20 points. They'll go exactly 500. So I said 8, 10, and 2. That's my prediction for the final 20 games, 8, 10, and 2 for Vancouver. What do you think? Let me know, and let me know if that's going to be good enough, bad enough, whatever word you want to use in terms of their lottery chances. Now, there's obviously the 5 teams that are below them in the standings, in the Arizonas, Columbus, Chicago, San Jose, and Anaheim. And I think we're only 1 point behind Montreal, so we could technically leapfrog Montreal to go to 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, to go to 26 overall. We're 27th overall, 6 from the bottom right now. We could leapfrog, ascend up the standings to 26 with a win tonight, and we'll see what happens. I know going into the game, I always cheer for the Canucks to win, while knowing in the back of my mind the ramifications of every single point. It's a weird place to be, but we're going to be in this spot for the next 20 games, just as we've basically been in the spot for the past 20 games already. So can you imagine half the season already? We knew that the playoffs were likely not going to happen. It's tough, but that is the plight of the Canucks fans right now at this place and time. So Canucks fans, give me your score prediction, give me your first Canucks goal score, and let me know what you expect to happen, what you want to happen over the final quarter of the season. Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform Personal Training, Weight Loss. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, who I'm going to the game with tonight, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for your support. Always appreciate you. Never take you for granted as we work on the next 10K now on my channel. So as always, subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership if you like to, and definitely leave a comment down below. Score prediction, first Canucks goal scorer, and what maybe your prediction for the record for the final 20 games of the season. I'm saying the Canucks go 8, 10, and 2. Actually, now that I think of their week schedule, I think it should be more than that, but I'll say 8, 10, and 2 for now. Okay, friends, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. See you tonight at 10:30 p.m. for Canucks After Dark. God bless, enjoy the game, and go Canucks go.